What's happening, YouTube? Welcome to the Mr. Winslow channel. I am Mr. Winslow, your host, and today is going to be a day of prime importance where we are going to discuss the second installment of Religion is Stupid. Yes, Religion is Stupid Part 2, Noah's Ark. Yes, we are going to be discussing the sheer stupidity of the Noah's Ark story, and we are going to actually use the Bible to impeach the Bible to do this, just like in the videos before. So, without any further ado, let's get started, shall we? Number one, when we look at the story of Noah's Ark, we see that the God of the Bible is very upset with man. Wow. You mean to tell me, Mr. Winslow, that the God of the Bible, the omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, and let's not forget omnibenevolent God of the Bible did not like man anymore? That's correct. The God of the Bible did not like man anymore. He created man in his own image, and he also placed man in the Garden of Eden and gave him everything that he wanted, even Eve. But since man screwed up some kind of way, then that opened the door for sin to come in. My goodness, I wonder who created sin. Was it God or was it man? Oh, but I digress. Anyway, God was upset with man, and God wanted to destroy man because man obviously broke his heart and did not exceed God's expectations. So God had one man out of the billions of men that were on the planet. And who was that man, true believer? Let me hear you say it. It was Noah. Noah was a righteous man. He had a wife. He had 3 daughter-in-laws and 3 sons. And God thought that Noah was the best thing since sliced bread. So, what happened? Yep, you guessed it. God warned Noah that, Noah, I'm going to drown the world. I'm going to waterboard the living shit out of my creation on the earth, and the only way that you will be spared is if you build an ark. You will build this ark out of pitch and gopher wood, and you are going to make sure that 2 of every animal on the planet, male and female, is placed on the ark. When the rains come, you will seal up the ark, and you and the animals will be safe, but all the rest of mankind is going to die. Well, we know how the story goes. The rains came for 40 days and 40 nights. The entire world was drowned. Men, women, boys, and girls, and the animals that were not on the ark died. That is correct. For those of you who want to say that the marine life lived, well, you're definitely smoking something that isn't authorized, because there is a such thing as freshwater, saltwater. And when you mix freshwater with saltwater, you come up with a deadly combination to all marine life. So, all life on the planet, according to the Bible, was lost. Well, after the 40 days and 40 nights, the rain waters subsided, and the ark rested upon Mount Ararat. And Noah and his family, and of course the animals, were tasked now to repopulate the earth. And that is what they did. Now, if we just stick a pin in the story right there, number one, we find that Noah was probably of one particular ethnicity. So was his wife, and so were the daughter-in-laws and his sons. Now, if they were one race that probably lived in the Middle Eastern region of the world, that couldn't work out because the oldest human bones were found at the base of Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. So that doesn't work out. Bible thumpers, do you actually think that our entire human species was predicated upon a man who saved the whole world in a ark, and the ark wasn't even big enough to transport all of those animals? Even if it was, which it wasn't, there's no way in the world that all of those animals would come from their respective locations to one location in the world, and when the rainwater stopped, they would leave and go right back to where they were supposed to be. Bible thumpers, are you serious? Do you really want me to believe this? Or is this just one of those made up, wannabe, trying to get people over to your side, and you'll use any type of tactic to do it? That's a good example of a bad idea, if you ask me. Even if the animals were on the ark and they survived, what about predation? Surely the lion would eat the lamb. In closing, YouTube community, please get it through your head. Reading the Bible and seeing the stories that God has laid upon man and some of the actions that God has done upon man is utter foolishness. You would definitely have to be off your rocker to believe those stories. Reason, rational thinking, critical thinking is the way to go. Anything else is just total foolishness. From the Mr. Winslow Studios, peace.